What a mess. Man, we're in a mess right now. I'm trying to be optimistic. I feel good about the way the country is going, but I am obviously concerned. I don't think you can underestimate the lousy luck of the timing of the president's defense coming on a Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Not in terms of the senators that have to be convinced, but the American people. We're talking potential voters here. And as you watch these proceedings, don't think there aren't people who are making it a point to watch carefully. And as they watch, they're making up their mind as to who to vote for. It's the whole goal. And get ready. I guess if there's any good news, it's that I don't think this is going to end in a couple of days. I'll tell you what's going on. I'll tell you what's going to happen. There are going to be witnesses. I'm going to tell you why they're going to be witnesses. I had a caller. I wish Bill would have hung on. I wanted to talk to him. I think that was Bill, that there won't be witnesses. No, I think there'll be witnesses because these 4 or more Republicans will probably vote for witnesses. Susan Collins, according to Politico, told reporters the other day in what I think is a tell. She said, the president's team has never presented its case since it did not do so in the House. Unlike the House managers who partially presented when the motions were being debated, the president's attorneys chose not to do that. It's not finished yet, so it's difficult to judge. Now, I take that as meaning she's going to want extensive... evidently, Susan Collins is taking copious notes. A lot of them are roaming around. Lindsey Graham's getting out of his seat. People are chatting. They're not paying that much attention. One of them fell asleep. But she's got like binders, and she's writing notes, and she's taking notes and paying very careful attention. She's going to want witnesses. Mitt Romney is going to want witnesses. Lisa Murkowski is going to want witnesses. I don't know about Lamar Alexander. Here's Lindsey Graham on the issue of witnesses, cut number 7, where he's saying what normal people are believing, that the American people should get to decide who the next president is, not Adam Schiff. Here's what Senator Graham said. This is audio from Fox News and Grabian.
There are a bunch of people on my side who want to call Joe Biden and Hunter Biden. I want to end this thing sooner rather than later. I don't want to turn it into a circus. I think Schumer said yesterday, we're not willing to trade Joe Biden for anybody. I think I know why. I want the American people to pick the next president, not me.
It's a great point. I think are they taking Sunday off, Lance? Because I might be wrong on the schedule. I think, come to think of it, it's not Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I may have misspoken. I apologize. I think it's tomorrow. They take Sunday off, and then I think they resume Monday. So that's great. I'm a little discouraged by Saturday. Like the president himself, when he tweeted this morning, said that's the death valley of TV. People ain't watching TV on Saturdays. You could make the case, well, you're going to look, if you're going to look for it, you're going to look for it. No. I'm talking about winning people over. I'm talking about winning over hearts and minds. The president did nothing wrong. There's a pretext for this. It's a whistleblower who many believe is a guy named Eric Ciaramella. Eric Ciaramella was a CIA analyst, a holdover from the Obama administration, stuck working in the Trump administration, and he doesn't like him. And according to reporting from Real Clear Investigations, this guy was overheard scheming with another Obama holdover weeks after the Trump inauguration how to get him out of office prematurely. We're in this mess because of the whistleblower. Stick around. You're not going to want to miss my conversation today with the editor of Real Clear Investigations. 800-655-MIKE. Here's Bill. Hey, Bill, welcome aboard. You're next up on the Mike Gallagher Show. How are you?
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good. How's it going?
Well, I'm a whole lot confused about some things.
Okay.
I'm sitting here, listening to comments on Adam Schiff as far as making, quoting Hamilton. And everybody's saying that he misquoted him. That what he said, how he was quoting, he totally turned it around and made it the opposite of what was said. I didn't really hear it all, but
listen, you know what they've turned around, Bill, about the founders? The founders were worried. Historically, the founders were worried that this would be happening, that an impeachment would be used for political purposes. And so now they're turning it around and they're making it look like, well, Trump's the kind of president they were worried about. No. You're what they were worried about, using impeachment as a weapon to try to stop a presidency.
Right. And then I turned around and I couldn't believe what I heard. And it was just like,
yep.
Schiff is trying to make people believe basically the opposite of what everything means. Okay. So then here, I can't remember who it was, but I literally heard the quote, President Trump has no responsibility to look into the possibility of any corruption. And I sat here and I was like, I cannot be this stupid to believe this.
I know.
That would be like telling Richard Jewell that he should have never told anybody that there was a bomb in Central Park.
Right.
Or Centennial Park.
Right.
I'm like, come on, people do not believe this.
Oh, no, of course they don't. And you want me to really make your head explode, Bill? Let me play this clip, cut number 6, Pavs, where Schiff is up there claiming that Obama really cared about Ukraine. Now understand, it's the Trump administration that has sent Ukraine these Stinger missiles and effective weaponry to deal with Russia, right? Obama has sent javelins, not what I say, javelin missiles. These Stinger javelins. Whatever they are, you know what I mean. Weaponry. I'm sorry. I'm not a military guy. Clearly, got a lance in my ear. Javelin, Stinger, missile, Stravelin. I don't know. Whatever. They're javelin. The Rain Man is saying javelin. They're javelins. Okay, javelins. They're whatever they are. I know they're effective and they're weaponry. I know blankets ain't weaponry. I may not have been privileged to serve in the military, but I know blankets ain't weapons. And I know that Obama gave them blankets. And yet here's Schiff claiming that Obama really rallied for support for Ukraine.
President Obama used his calls with foreign leaders to contain the fallout from the global economic crisis, assemble an international coalition to fight the Islamic State, and of course to rally support for Ukraine following Russia's invasion of Crimea.
Nothing screams rally support for Ukraine like sending some woolen blankets. Because, boy, that really helps. You can really, you get those blankets, you get them up under the wheels of the tanks, and it can get into the spokes, and it can knock them off the tracks. Those blankets are very effective weaponry. They're very, very powerful. You just wrap them around the spokes. It causes all kinds of problems. And what did Trump do? Oh, we sent tank-busting missiles. Remember when Obama called ISIS the JV team?